It's the new moon in Aries, and I've got 5 things that you need to take action on now to make sure the rest of your year and your manifestations come towards you extremely quickly. My name is Z, and I'm the Fairy Medicine Woman. I'm a manifestation and career development coach, and I'm here to help you generate as much wealth as possible and live your dream life. So let's get into it. We all know that new moons are a perfect time for you to be able to plant new seeds. When you think about it, the moon is the darkest, which means there's not a lot of light going on. There's not a lot of movement forward. It's a perfect time for you to plant the seeds of your dreams, like new finances, a new car, a new home, a new way of living. I want to eat healthy. This is when you create an entire list for yourself and make sure that you have an actionable plan to be able to move forward and take steps as you shift through April energy, which is a little bit chaotic, into May and June, which is fast manifestation time. Another thing you want to remember right now during this time is that Aries is an energy of a ram. When you think about an Aries, and if we look at astrology and we're being really freaking sarcastic about it, Aries is kind of like the fiery ones, the stubborn ones, the ones who are relentless about things. It's the type of energy that you want to call on, especially if you are someone who is a light worker, an earth angel, someone who works with Pachamama energy, someone who loves manifestation. Call in the energy of the ram and the energy of Aries to be able to help you take action during this time, because the shadow side of a new moon, along with an eclipse, is going to make you feel like you're not moving forward, like you have stagnancies in your life. You're also going to feel like, why is my brain a little bit foggy right now? Why am I feeling a little bit sad? What are these emotions coming up? There's going to be old stuff from your past and things that need to be resolved in your life right now for you to take care of. So that means at any moment, if you're like all of a sudden start thinking about your ex, you sit down, you meditate, you cut the cords, do your candle, move on immediately. Same thing with anything else. If you are on the phone with someone and let's say you're booking a hotel or something and they seem to be extra angry, do not let it get to you whatsoever. If you engage in that energy, you also tell the universe that you are not ready to receive new stuff down the road and you actually want to be a little petty during that moment. Your job right now is to stay as grounded as possible, radiate love outside of you. And it doesn't mean that you sit around and you take all this negative energy on from people. No, you use your protection, you use your skills of diffusing situations to be able to get the life that you are actually desiring. Another thing you're going to notice right now during the eclipse time is you're going to have tech issues. You're probably going to get a lot of spam. You may even be getting like fraudulent type things happening on your account. I've seen that happen. You're going to run into angry people. You're going to run into needy people, especially from your past, who are like, where are you? What are you doing? I want to hang around you, because they are feeling imbalanced. And the universe is also testing you to see if you're going to engage with the things from the past. Maybe an issue that you thought you solved is going to come back. So pay attention to those things and know it's perfectly normal. Number one thing that I really want you to do, and be sure you stick around to number 5, because all of these are going to be important for you. So if you don't have a notebook, get to it. Tell the universe that you are ready to take action. You're ready to manifest. The first one is stay protected. You have to protect your energy right now. No more excuses about, I can't do this, I can't do that because I don't have this. No, it's energy. At a minimum, you should be meditating daily, if not multiple times a day. You should be doing your smoke cleanses. You should be doing your salt bath. And if you don't have a bath, use a shower, right? This is when you start being resourceful. Aries energy is very resourceful. They're very strong leaders and they're very strong fire energy. It's very alchemizing. So you take your hurdles, you take your blocks, you take your low frequency energy and you alchemize it into something else. So make sure that you are meditating. And if you've been in any of the Z schools for the gifted, you know I always mention your golden dome of protection. Now is the time for you to sit in meditation and do that protection every single day. Do it every time you leave that house. If you have candle workings that you do at your altar, do it. If you have charms that you light with Archangel Michael, if you work with Santa Muerte, like whatever it is, use your protection as much as possible right now, because again, when there's an eclipse, there's light and there's dark, and then it eclipses, and then there's just a portal that's open. So you have to remember that low frequencies and high frequencies exist together. You have to be able to navigate it and protect yourself to make sure that you're going to be okay. Do not engage with the low frequencies, just protect yourself. Number 2, Be joyful as much as you can. Joy is one of the easiest ways to be able to elevate yourself out of negative energy. Meaning, if you are feeling really sluggish that day, if you are feeling really tired, if you are feeling like you just can't get over this like stagnancy, or why is it that you're obsessing about your finances, turn on some music, go dancing, get outside in the sunshine, walk barefoot, do whatever it takes for you to be as happy as possible, because that's going to keep your manifestations moving forward. And what I always tell people, negative energy, folks can't touch you the higher up you are, right? So keep ascending, keep moving forward. Do not get distracted. Number 3, manifest privately. This is going to be a really big one because there's so many energies around. And if you are like me and a content creator, make sure that you are saying your prayers before you're posting things, doing your wording before you're posting things, and do it last minute if you need to ensure that it is fully protected by your guides, by spirit. And maybe even pull some tarot to see when it's a good time to be posting as well. That's something that I always love to do. But if your energy is really high, you're going to be fine regardless. But make sure that you are manifesting, writing it down on a piece of paper, just like that reel I created. 3 things that I always do, and one of them is for my manifestations, I write it down. Bonus points if you use a number 2 pencil because it's closest to earth energy, and that's something that we do in Hoodoo that actually helps bring your manifestations to fruition even faster. Totally fine if you don't have a pencil, but make sure that you're not telling anybody about your manifestations unless they are specifically sent to you by spirit or your ancestors to help you with those manifestations. They will likely give you a cue or some sort of message to let you know that they should be included. Again, if you don't know, meditate, ask questions, pull tarot, do whatever you need to do to get clarity, but make sure you are working privately. Number 4, call to the Ram energy. So I mentioned this earlier, something you can also add into your meditation. Just visualize the energy of Ram, visualize working with fire, visualize any of the hurdles you think you might cross, and then use the Ram energy to push yourself forward with fire through those blocks. They no longer exist. And you can even vocalize it outside as well. Like while you're closing your eyes, say the things out loud. I no longer have blocks in my path. Everything is open for me. My manifestations move forward with ease. I use the energy of fire to burn down any X, Y, and Z, right? So do whatever you want to do. If you want to write it down in your grim and your ancestor book, that's going to be really amazing for you because you'll be able to use it going forward, and you can always look back and see, okay, how did I call in Aries energy? How did I use the energy of the Ram? What did I do last time that worked so well? Know that that skill is available to you. Again, especially if you are someone who works with earth energy, who loves animals, likely everybody on this page. If you have fairy energy, we're connected to animals and are able to call in energy easier than you think. So just try it and see what happens. And the last one, my favorite one, is to keep going and do not at any point engage with your past whatsoever. And I'm being serious with this because this portal right now, this eclipse is everything for your destiny. Everything. If you can pass all of these tests right now, you are going to powerfully step into your generational wealth and see blessings fall into your life. I kid you not. I kid you not. There's going to be people who are coming back into your life, whether it's, a family member that maybe you've distanced yourself from, an old friend, maybe someone you ran into at the grocery store, someone's going to text you. You might have an old craving come back or an old habit come back. It doesn't have to always be something as tangible as a physical person. It could be a mindset. It can be a way of living that you thought you got rid of before, like staying in bed too long, not doing your yoga practices, allowing yourself to engage with people who speak negatively, those who watch too much TV, right? Like I started to see things like that. I'm not someone who watches TV really ever. I just don't. It's not a part of my energy. I'm with my animals. I'm with my manifestations, my guides. Notice when that comes up. Notice in your body if you're sensing any tightness, right? Like maybe you realize that you hold tension between your shoulders. Are they getting tight again? Are you feeling yourself slowing down instead of moving forward massively? Like this is when you push your power forward like very strongly, and I'm not even kidding you. So if you do things like kickboxing, like myself, and running, or, you know, dancing. Like, go to those things that really make you feel powerful. Stand in your power stance, right? Like, you spread your legs, you like have your hands out to the side. That is your stance when you want to invoke the energy of power. Make sure that you are going forward no matter what. Do not engage with your past. I'm telling you, this is the last test before really big things start to happen this June. You're going to see a lot of people step into the spotlight. You're going to see a lot of the 144. You're going to see the light workers who have been putting in all of the work in the last year, all like begin to start to become famous. Do not, under any circumstances, drop the ball right now. You're going to regret it. And I'm telling you, have as much fun as possible. I know that sometimes eclipses can feel really dense, but that is not what they are for. They are here for you to have fun. Know that your ancestors are by your side. Know that they love you. Know that fairy medicine is with you. Sirens are with you. Earth energy is with you. And keep going. Keep going. I'm going to be cheering you on. I'm in your community. Everybody on this page is in your community. Don't be afraid to engage with them. Go join the Discord, talk to them, say hello, share whatever, have fun. But that is it from me, my friends. I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who's been super supportive. I know many of you saw that I got my first billboard, which I'm super excited about. And we are actually doing another one today. So I'm taking my family with me and we're going to go check it out. And it is a huge accomplishment for myself as someone who is a writer, a lyricist, a poet. It was a beautiful gesture of honoring the work that I do and the activism that I do. So know that miracles happen all of the time. And if you ever need support, I highly recommend you join More Than Worthy, which is my one-to-one coaching program. And I will teach you everything I know. I've got models, musicians, artists, like comedians, all sorts of people, healers. It doesn't matter what kind of background you come from. I'm always here to help and show up to Z's School for the Gifted. It's 3 times a week and it'll be coming back mid-April because I've got some business and vacation to take care of right now. So I am taking a break. I'm filling my cup. I'm going to go speak to God and my ancestors and guides. I can't even speak correctly because I'm so excited. And I have 2 other surprises that I want to tell you. It's funny because on YouTube, you know, they're always like, oh, she had like short endings. And I was like, anytime that I followed anybody else's advice other than spirits, it never goes well. So I'm going to give you a long goodbye. The Hidden Fairies, which is an audio story for my Black community, for children, for teens, for adults, is going to be coming out very, very soon. And I'm super excited. We have wrapped up a lot of work on it. There's going to be a pilot episode that's going to be available to everybody. So be sure to check it out down the road. There's also a children's book coming. And an amazing person named Jordan helped me do it. And they've done music for Netflix and a bunch of other things. And it was such a blessing. And I can't wait to share it with you. And very, very soon, in a couple days, actually, I need your help. I have entered my music into a competition it's for Timbaland and it's a huge opportunity. So when I drop that link, I'm going to need as many votes as possible to see if we can win this thing. And I'm putting myself out there and I just want you to know that I love and care for all of you and know that anything is possible if you just keep going. And I'm going to keep sharing as much as I can, and whatever you need, like, please write it in the comments. I do my best to read them as much as I can and to create content that is meaningful for you and is healing and helpful and spreads a lot of light. So let me know whenever you need something. I'm always here for you. That is it officially. I'm sending you lots of love, lots of hugs. Be kind to each other, and I will talk to you soon, my friends.